everyone, welcome back to another video on my channel. Today I'm getting my full motorcycles license. I'm so excited. Okay, so apparently I counted wrong, and so I can't get my license today. It's a month out. See you in a month. Alright, today is a huge day. I'm getting my motorcycles license. It's a little sad because I don't have a motorcycle right now, but I am working on getting one, but I can still go get my license and have some fun, so let's do it.
Max really wants to ride my motorcycle. I'm a little wary, but I'm kind of leaning towards letting him ride it. I don't know, what do you think? Should I?
Okay, so last time I was here, it was a month ago, and I had the time wrong, but I have it right this time. My dad is out of town, so we're gonna have to do without him, but let's do it.
All right, so Max is running into some trouble here. So he got 6 months ago, Max went and got his learner's permit. He did that motorcycle course. You have to have a learner's permit for 6 months on a motorcycle before you can get your full license. Max ended up coming at 5 months. He miscounted. So we came back and they're like, oh, you're not gonna be able to come and get your permit or your license for another month, which is like, okay, no big deal. His dad is out of town, so we actually got them to notarize all the paperwork so Max can come and get it today. Today's the date they said that he's allowed to come in. Well, the problem Max is having right now is the gal behind the counters, she doesn't understand the permit and changing it over the license, and she's like, no, you need to get a permit first. And we're like, no, look, it's right there, the endorsement on the back. And she's like, but I don't know what date it was issued, so I don't know if you waited 6 months. And we're like, it says issue date right on it. So it's kind of funny. And so the lady got up let me go check on something. She disappeared, and we're like, no, it's right there, I can show you. So usually these third-party things are way better than going to the normal DMV. Unfortunately, Max is having a regular DMV experience today. Nobody loves coming to the motor vehicle, but we're gonna get it figured out. He's getting a little bit stressed, I can tell, but I'm like, hey, it'll be fine. Even if this lady can't do it, we'll just say, hey, I know this is right. Can we go talk to somebody else? We'll get it figured out.
So we finished at the DMV, and I got my permit March 13th. And so I got my permit March 13th, and then they changed a law on March 24th, I think it was, that instead of there being the motorcycle license M, it is the motorcycle license L. So they changed it from M to L. Before, L was like learner's permit, and then M was like full license. So it was weird because when I went in, they thought I was accidentally given my full license and I hadn't done the permit. So they thought I was gonna have to restart it. And it was an entire thing. I'm glad it's done with though. They figured it out, and yeah, so just a weird mix up. Now it's L, so my license didn't change at all really. It just looks the same. And everything at the DMV went fine, so.
All right, so here's the thing. Max was super excited. He got his license, but he doesn't have a bike to ride. And because he's not 18 yet, he can't go to a dealership and be like, hey, let me go do a test ride. So I was like, all right, dude, I'll tell you what. I've been riding with you a lot. I think you're doing pretty decent. I'm gonna let you ride mine. Now, anybody that knows on motorcycles, letting somebody else ride their motorcycle is like, it doesn't happen. So yeah. I'm a little apprehensive, I'm not gonna lie.
I really do appreciate it.
If you wreck, you better wreck so hard that I feel bad that I don't want to kick your butt afterwards. I'm just saying.
If I crash it, I pay for it. That's how everything works. So,
I
do appreciate it a lot.
You'll be just fine. This way you can get a little bit of a feel, ride it around the neighborhood first before we take it out on the actual road.
Yeah, this seat's gonna be cold.
Sitting in the sun, that seat is going to be on fire.
I'm excited, but I'm also nervous.
The nervousness is more because this bike is significantly heavier than what you've ridden.
Heavier
and
faster?
Way faster.
Just a little bit.
So take your time on it just a little bit, get a feel.
And I have to lean my foot up against the...
Yeah, so I've been doing some maintenance on my bike, and I had to take the heat shield off, doing some stuff on here. And so there's extra heat that's gonna be kicking out. So if you touch that,
I don't have the full experience.
Let's just say don't touch it.
Lay my leg against it.
Oh yeah, it'll be fun. I'm so nervous, but he is so excited. I felt so bad that he's like, I don't have a bike, I'm gonna have to wait. I was like, no, let's do it. So I'm glad he's giving it a shot. But I'm totally like, I don't know, dude, I want him to be safe. So the worst part when somebody's riding your motorcycle is now you're just kind of standing here going, dee dee dee. Like I'm just kind of chilling right here right now. But he was super excited, loving the feel. I was like, all right, go out on the road and get a feel for what real acceleration is, because his other motorcycle had a relatively small engine, and so it didn't have a lot of get up and go. Mine does. Mine is kind of what you would call a muscle rod. So it's kind of a cross, engine-wise, it's a cross between a sport bike and a cruiser. So I want him to really feel what it's like to really get some good speed and acceleration. What he's looking at buying isn't gonna have that much acceleration, but it'll give him a feel for, wow, this is what a much larger engine, much heavier bike feels like as you're driving. So, but I could already tell, he's like, oh my gosh. I was like, hey, go take it on the road. And he's like, are you sure? Like, thank you so much. This is so awesome. So he's having fun.
Always the Harley stands. When you put them down, they fall an extra like 2-3 inches. Everyone's first time, right there. It scares the heck out of people. His bike is just a little fast. His bike is very quick. Yeah, I don't get out of second gear, but it's weird for me because I'm like, I should be shifting here. And yeah.
Where you would be in around fifth gear.
Sixth gear.
Sixth gear, I can be running in second or third gear still. Mine's definitely geared a lot higher, but all right, so you gotta feel it's a heavier bike than by hundreds of pounds.
It's very low.
It's a low center of gravity.
I had to do a U-turn in it, and the U-turn was weird. That was the weirdest part, is it was kind of like a, but yeah, the U-turn just felt really weird, and it was kind of like a, you gotta get used to it, but it was very different, and I really appreciate Joe for letting me take it out and take it for a spin. You know, so the bike I'm gonna get is not this fast. This engine was created with Porsche and stuff like that, so my bike isn't gonna be this fast, but it gives me a feel for a heavier bike and just a bigger bike. And you know, there was a lot of vibrations on my feet. That was different. On my old bike, it was nice and smooth, but Harleys, you get the feel of the rumble.
There's about 3 times the engine on this, so cool. Well, does that get you? Are you doubly excited now to go and find something? I am doubly excited, for sure. I'm searching. I've messaged a couple people, and there's some bikes further away, but that I couldn't get to until today. So yeah, I'm searching. Anybody out there selling a heritage Softail Harley in the Phoenix area that wants to sell it for a good price? Yeah, I'm looking.